Well, hi, I'm Jay Arthur, author of Lean Six Sigma Demystified and QI Macros. And December 7th, 1941, my 17-year-old mother was driving back from Knoxville, Tennessee, back to Dayton, Ohio. And my mom remembers how different it was because the lights were on in all the little farmhouses as they listened to the news of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Now, that started off, and she ended up working at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, procuring stuff for the Air Force during the war. And because of the war, my dad, who was in Illinois, came to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base as well, and they met and got married, or I wouldn't be here. But it was 4 long years from the time they started the war to the end of the war. That was a long time. And our pandemic seems, extensive, but that's probably not it. And I look back and I think about my mom who lived through the Depression, my grandparents who were born at the end of the 1800s. Both of my grandparents fought in World War I. That was a very long war as well. And then there was the Great Depression, very long war as well. And then they had to go through World War II, right? These are things where you don't know how it's going to end and how it's working out, and it seems like it's going to take forever. And, and there's shortages and this and that and rationing and crazy stuff. Guess what? That's kind of like our pandemic, and we're not even a year into it. And the reason I bring this up is because one of my employees told me that her neighbor's son, an honor student, had committed suicide because he was lonely. I think, what is it? Why were they called the greatest generation, and why are we struggling with this concept that, it's going to take a while to work through this pandemic thing? So that's kind of my improvement insight for this week. There's a song by REO Speedwagon called Riding the Storm Out. I'd encourage you to listen to it on YouTube, because that's it. We have to ride the storm out. Just so you can see, this is actually a little family photo. There's my mom, and in the middle there, my grandmother and my grandpa in his World War I uniform, and even further back in the family tree. But the reason I'm here is because those people rode out all of those storms. World War I, the Great Depression, World War II. So anyway, I'm encouraging you. It's going to take some time, but don't let it, get you down. It is what's happening. That's my improvement insight for this week. Ride out the storm.